Hi everyone, welcome to your monthly review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, new study tools, resources, and where we show off learners like you speaking the language. That is, if you're brave enough to become language learning famous. All the materials mentioned in this video are available for you now on our website. Click the link in the description to sign up for your free lifetime account and start speaking in minutes. Okay, today's topic is the 10 habits of highly effective language learners. So, what do successful language learners, people who set language goals and actually hit them, do differently? And are you doing any of these things already? Let's get into it. You'll discover 10 powerful habits and how to apply them. I'll give you specific step-by-step examples. You can use these whether you're learning with our program or any other resource, a textbook, an app, or some audio program. Let's start with the first and most important one. Habit number 1, set small, measurable goals with deadlines. Why small goals? Well, say for example you set big, vague goals like I want to be fluent someday, and maybe you buy a textbook, you read the first chapter, then you start wondering if you're getting any better. You start worrying you'll never be fluent, and you give up. If you do this, you need to start setting small, measurable goals. For example, learn 100 words in a month. Or speak 1 minute of conversation, or do 30 of our audio lessons in 1 month. Deadline November 30th. Okay, habit number 2, create a routine, because your routine is what will bring your goals to reality. This goes back to the first habit. Again, if you set a goal like doing 30 lessons in 1 month, you need to do 1 lesson a day and spend 15 minutes studying. Now you have a routine to stick to, 1 lesson a day, 15 minutes. Next, decide when and where you'll do it. Why? So you can make time. Make a mental note that this time is language time. And, this is important, say no to other things. Your language goals and dreams take first priority. Next, habit number 3, don't cram. Instead of cramming or forcing yourself to learn for 1 or 5 hours, start small. Cramming may have worked for you with studying for tests. But language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. So if you do 5 hours now, you'll burn yourself out. You'll hate the learning, and that's not good. That's how you fail at your goals and dreams. But if you can do 5 to 15 minutes a day, every day, learning won't be overwhelming, and you'll be successful in the long run. So, how do you create this habit? If you've set your small, measurable goal and routine, you're good to go. Habit number 4, prepare lines and conversations ahead of time. If you're like most language learners, speaking is your weak point. And a lot of the time, it's because you just don't know what to say. You don't have the words in your head. This is where preparation comes in. So imagine you meet a person for the first time. What do you say to each other? Hello, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? If you prepare these questions and answers ahead of time, you then have things to ask and say. So how do you do this? If you're learning on the website, check out our top 25 questions lessons that teach you questions and answers that we use all the time in conversations. For example, what's your name? Where are you from? How old are you? How was your weekend? Another way to prepare is to make a list of questions or phrases you want to say. Then get the translations for those. The point is, if you prepare lines like, my name is, I am from, this weekend I did this, the kind of lines you use all the time, you'll always have something to say. Habit number 5, get into the habit of producing output. So input is taking language in, listening and reading, and output is putting language out, so speaking and writing. The point here is, it's easy to just sit and listen and watch YouTube videos. You can listen to lessons all day long, but listening helps with listening. It won't get you speaking the language. So, the easiest ways to produce output are, for speaking, repeat what you hear out loud. That's called shadowing. And for writing, write things out by hand. You can copy out our lesson dialogues or just copy the sentences out of a textbook. Habit number 6, come back and review. And that's because reading something once doesn't mean it'll be in your brain forever. So this is where reviewing comes in. In order to master grammar, words, or phrases, you must go back and review. How do you do this? Spaced repetition flashcards are a great example of this. A lot of language learners use these because with spaced repetition, you get to see words again and again over spaced periods of time, and that improves your memory. Another simple thing you can do is download and save our lessons. Replay them later. Download our dialogue tracks. These give you just the conversation from that lesson, no translations. Make a playlist on your phone and listen as much as possible, just like with songs. Soon, you'll know tons of practical conversations by heart. Next, habit number 7, look for solutions. There's one interesting thing that separates new learners from successful learners. It's how they react when they don't understand something. Because beginners completely rely on the study tools they use, they tend to blame them too. You'll often hear that someone gave up because the textbook was too boring, or it won't help them speak. But if you realize a book won't help you speak, it's not the book's fault, is it? And if you complain that a class doesn't help you speak, but you're not raising your hand at every opportunity either, whose fault is it? So experienced learners look for solutions. Get into the habit of coming up with a solution for your problem. Habit number 8, focus on what you're good at. And you should do this because it's overall motivation. If you're generally better at speaking than writing, then you're more likely to enjoy it, which means you're more likely to continue with it. And that means it's a successful routine. Habit number 9 is don't procrastinate, which is easier said than done. Most of us procrastinate. And a lot of that is a result of overthinking. Let's say you plan on studying today. So you remember, I have to study, I have to study. Now you're ruining it in your head. It becomes something you have to do. It's a hassle now. But if you set a small, measurable goal and have a simple routine, spend 5 minutes, then you know you just need to put in 5 minutes, and you're done. So if you want to beat procrastination, make your goals and routines easy. And number 10, remember that learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. So there's no need to do 5-hour cram sessions and burn yourself out. 5 or 10 minutes is good enough. Remembering this is a good habit to have. If you're having a bad day, if you can't remember some grammar, it's not all over. It's just a minor bump in the road. Another thing that helps is considering the resources you use. Sticking with quick 5-minute lessons that are easy to finish will help keep you in the marathon. Now, speaking of lessons and resources, here are this month's new lessons and resources. First, the Ultimate Guide to Learning and Mastering Language ebook. This is a 52-page ebook that covers the learning tactics I just talked about: setting goals, staying motivated, learning faster. If you're interested in learning strategies, be sure to download it. Next, the Sport and Exercise Conversation Cheat Sheet. If you want to talk about sports and fitness in the language you're learning, then you'll love this PDF cheat sheet. And finally, How to Improve Your Speaking Skills. It's another language strategy lesson. To get these free lessons and resources, just click the link in the description below. All right, everyone. In the last monthly review, we asked you to submit a video or audio file of yourself speaking the language, introducing yourself in the language. So thank you to all of you that sent in submissions. You've all gotten a Premium Plus subscription as a reward. Now let's take a look at some of the videos. Okay, so I'm going to listen to some of the submissions that you guys sent. I'm super excited, so I'm going to hit play.
Hello everyone, I am Mariana. I'm Mexican.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm so excited to hear you guys.
I love learning English.
I'm so happy that you guys actually like learning too. It's so cool.
This language is amazing, interesting, and you can meet.
I hope you guys all think it's interesting to learn too. Like, I don't want people to be bored.
It's wonderful. And
yeah, she speaks really, really clearly too. That's awesome.
English opened the doors to work
in that's so cool.
Many places, and English could be a challenge for you.
That's so cool. Like,
English
I know lots of people are studying with our channel like for work reasons. So I'm so happy that it was helpful for this person.
I could meet my best friend.
Oh, whoa. So like making friends and having work opportunities through language, that's so cool. Like, I'm so happy to hear that people are using the language in that way. That's awesome. That's so cool. Thank you so much for sending this.
Hello Alicia, how are you doing?
He said my name.
My name is Alassane Diallo. I am 21 years old.
21?
I come from Mali.
Oh.
which is a country of West Africa.
Oh, whoa. People from countries I've never even imagined visiting, too.
I am
That's so
studying
cool.
now in France in an engineering school called Central Cipelec,
Okay,
and
so
I'm
university
studying data
student.
science. So I wanted to be a data scientist.
Whoa.
So
To be a
I'm
scientist
studying
and
English
using English
because I fell in love with
too?
English a very long time ago.
Using it because he fell in love with it a long
Yeah,
time
when
ago. That's
I
so
see
cool that like you
people,
have a connection with the language when you're
communicate
young.
in English, I'm really amazed by the accent.
Accents.
Most of the time, when I
Accents are
discuss
tough.
with a native speaker, you know, the accent is really amazed. So I, I, I then decided to try to improve my English
Cool.
in order to be able to speak like them
Okay,
again.
so like being able to
This
speak like
is
a native
one
speaker
reason. The
is one
second reason
reason
is
to speak
I
English.
wanted to
That's so
live
cool.
one day in an America
Oh, and
country
wanting to live in the US someday.
and find maybe a job there. Yeah, that is my motivation.
That's so
Thanks.
cool. Okay, so studying and using it to like one day live in the USA and using it maybe for work and like all of this like so young. Like I don't know that I was thinking about those sorts of things when I was 21. But that's so awesome. Cool. Thank you for sending this.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm from Malaysia.
Oh.
English is the most commonly spoken language that used in the world.
She
Many
speaks so
countries use
confidently.
English as their first or second language. The reason why I want to study English is
It's like
because
she's giving a speech
it's easy
almost.
for me to travel around the world when I speaking in English.
Yeah,
Second,
travel
I want to get
reasons.
higher chance in getting a better job in multinational company. Third,
She wants
I
a
want to
higher
enjoy
chance
myself
to get a job.
watching
A good way to
movies,
say that is I
television,
want a
or
better
dramas
chance of getting a
without
job.
using subtitles and translators.
Nice.
I'm looking forward in EnglishClass101.com to help me achieve this goal.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's so cool. That was so like she was so confident. She sounded so young too. She's like really young and confident and wanting to travel, and it sounds like she's using it like to really achieve her goals in her life. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Cool. So, which entry did you like the best? Leave a comment below. Or do you think you can do better? Here's the challenge for you. Yes, everyone watching this. Record a 30-second to 1-minute audio or video clip. Introduce yourself in the language. Share your name, where you're from, and why you're studying this language. And you'll win a 3-month Premium Plus subscription. To submit, click on the link in the description. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Then fill out the form. Attach the audio or video file, and press submit. We may feature you in next month's episode, so a lot of learners will see you and your progress, and will hopefully get inspired to improve and master the language. To submit a recording, click the link in the description and follow the instructions on the page. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about why your worst days are the best days to study. In the meantime, submit your recording if you're brave. Like and share this video and leave a comment to tell us what language learning tactics you'd like us to talk about. See you next time. Bye!